Oh, hi! Welcome to Sewing Your Studios. I am Jo, and this week I am embarking on a kind of involved project. This is just going to be a piece of it. I had every intention when I started out on this yesterday that I was like, oh, I'm going to make an entire Ren Fair outfit in like 2 days from scratch. Especially because the base outfit I'm using, like the base dress I'm going to be building off of, is an old costume, but I don't want to half-ass any of this. I have too many cool ideas to execute because the advice I've gotten, as this is technically my first Ren Fair build, is accessories are the key, and I have a lot of ideas for those. And I think it'll be more fun to just share those bit by bit instead of trying to cram everything into one. Also, I, again, was all gung-ho about this yesterday, getting a ton of stuff done. And I realized I am still in the midst of like a dental crisis. So I already can't function at as high a pace as I did once upon a time, which is hard to come to terms with. But also dealing with like anything teeth related is soul crushing. In addition to all the other chronic stuff I deal with, I have to wait 3 weeks to get a root canal. And I'm on their like cancellation list, whatever. Yeah, the issue I'm having is like coming and going. I might need a second root canal, which is super fun. I have had one done before, and honestly, the pain I was dealing with before I got the root canal was exponentially worse than getting the actual root canal. So without giving a whole medical dissertation, we're just gonna do some cute little dragon scale epaulets. Pauldrons, I don't actually know what the difference is. Pauldrons are more armor. Epaulets are like decor for your shoulders. And I guess you could build off of the base shape I'm making and like build a big enough piece that would count as a pauldron, I suppose. But I already have one done. Again, this is going to be like part of a bigger multi-facet project that I was also gonna try to edit this week. I know I can't, but we're gonna get through this and then I will go rest. But to give some context, I am working a Ren Fair on May 3rd. It's the Vagabonds Fair in Dover, New Hampshire. It goes from like 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So please come say hi. If you bring me snacks or hydration products, that would be fantastic. I'm excited about it, because I've never worked a Ren Fair, and I've only attended one ever, and that was 20 years ago. But if you remember from one of my studio organization videos, I have 2 boxes full of these shapes. These may look like cathedral windows, and it's because these are the cutouts from my friends' hat making efforts. They make stained glass window halo hats, and they have to punch out this shape from the hats to insert the windows. And they were just collecting them because they were like, somebody can use this for something, right? Well, they found your girl. I was trying to hand stitch these together and keep the foam intact because there's these like 3 layers to it, kind of a rubbery bit in the middle, and then 2 pieces of felt either side. So the hat is soft but has good structure to it. But in my efforts to hand sew and like pull the thread taut, I started pulling the felt off of the rubber and then realized how easily I can take this off of here. Because there's chalk on the backside, so I can't really use that unless you want some accented dragon scale tips or you're going to be painting over it anyway. But I can peel apart these layers. And then I've got a little felt pennant almost, like some bunting. I tore off a bunch of those and realized, oh, if I lay these flat, butted up against each other, I can zigzag stitch across the seams so they attach but stay flat. And then I can just build in, you know, like bowling pin stack 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Build these rows and offset them by half as I go up so that they are alternating in a very dragon scale type pattern, which led me to this beaut. I made each row separately. You know, I had the individual one first, Then I had 2, and I stitched this to the underside because I knew this line of stitching here, it's hard when everything is black. This line of stitching here, that was going to be covered by the next row. And same thing, I stitched these 3 pieces together side by side and then attached the 2 and 1 underneath and then just kept going up. Once I got to the top layer though of the 6, I had them all facing up. So I had this little like flap here, right? And then I can fold it down. I didn't want the full length of this sticking out up here, right? Then it looks like roof shingles and that's not what I wanted. So I figured shortening it so it's just the like tapered bit would look nicer. And then once that second one is done, I will show you me attaching them to the shoulder seams of the dress we're doing this whole build off of. Eee! Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that looks so cool. I feel so badass. Oh my God, wait, what? If I'm feeling a little more sheepish. That's so fun. I can't decide if I want to like put something under here so that they stick out a little more or like have it lay down. I don't know. What do you think? I guess we can work on this together, right? Should I put like, honestly, probably even just gluing some felt underneath or something. Some, like a solid piece of black felt would be good. I do think I'm going to be shortening these sleeves because I'm going to be wearing this to like outdoor markets. So I overheat really easily and I need to be cognizant of that. So I like that this has a high collar. Part of me is considering doing some kind of cutout, like a heart or something. Perhaps just a triangle, honestly. I'm not sure. I think this is super fun and effective. And yeah, like honestly, it did not take that long to do either of these. I think the most annoying part was like ripping the bits away from each other, but that meant I could machine sew all of this and didn't have to hand sew. Also, there's a tiny little stink dragon that would like to say hello. Do you want your own little dragon costume? He's gonna be 17 in a couple weeks. His birthday is May 1st. So, yeah, we're getting there, huh? Your little tongue sticking out your mouth. You're so cute. You're my favorite old man, you know that? Speaking of birthdays, thank you to everybody that commented on the last video and was wishing me a happy birthday and came to check out the Patreon. Also, thank you everybody over on Patreon. I appreciate all of you immensely. I am hitting my wall for right now. The painkillers are barely touching what I'm dealing with. So I think I'm gonna try to lay down with this guy and hang out. But thank you all for being here and supporting my chronically ill, chaotic mess of a life. I think that's gonna do it. I will see you back here with another video in 2 Fridays. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, but now I'm way out of frame. Okay, tall girl problems, you know? Where the under layer is attached. I just spilled all of them all over the floor.